Alright, so back to this. Did not anticipate on doing a black screen video for this series. I'll do one at the very end, basically when I'm done with this, the game as a whole, and my overall thoughts and opinions on it. Similar to how I've done black screen videos for this game midway through, kind of going through it. But again, this one isn't about that. This one's more about what's going to happen with this game moving forward, because I looked at all the post-game content with the deliberate sort of, I guess, mindset of, oh yeah, there's going to be stuff I'm going to want to do before re-challenging the Elite Four and the Champion, right? Again, it's compared to, like, let's say Insurgents, where it had this kind of whole post-game storyline that we followed, and then we refought the Champion and Elite Four when that was done. This is something to where the question's like, all right, now that, I mean, we got the 8 Johto badges, but other than that, something to where it's like, there's not really much, like, and we fully explored the Johto region and Sebi Islands, but other than that, there's not really much else, or, like, at least in the way of, like, stuff that we're, I guess, supposed to do, right, or stuff that's, like, we need to do going into that rematch, right? So again, but obviously we need to train, and there's stuff we are going to want to do that can help us with that training and leveling up. So again, the question being then what, right? And again, like I said, I looked through the wiki and saw post-game content and saw that there is actually a fuck ton of post-game content. So we're first off going to 100%, we're not going to 100%, we're going to not do a completionist run of the game, right? We're not going to be able to do everything that there is. There's some, like, crazy... I mean, even for Insurgents, that was the case. But for Insurgents, we pretty much managed to do everything besides the dev run, right? Or the dev challenge or whatever. So we pretty much did everything besides that. But for this game, it's going to be far from it. There's some stuff that can happen that I know will happen, right? So we will refight the Elite Four and Champion, right? And then, spoiler alert, we go to Mount Silver, and then an event happens that I'm aware of because I read through. But that event will pretty much be where we end the playthrough or run of this series, which will be in however many more parts. Kind of the big thing there with that, and what this brings me to here now, right, is... what are we going to do before the Elite Four and Champion rematch then, right? Basically, there's a list of legendaries we can go and get, and that's pretty much what I'm going to try and do. Try to get as much of them as possible. And then, because I could also refight the gym leaders. The thing with that, though, is along with the Mount Silver event, that changes the level the Elite Four at, so I'm not going to worry or bother about that. I think I just make my way, go through, get as many of the legendaries as I can. Some of them I'm not going to be able to get. But the ones that I can get, I will. And then, again, if I need to, I'll manually train my team, right? But then, again, we'll take on that Elite Four rematch plus Champion. Go do that Mount Silver event and then, be complete with this game, right? And then move on. Again, this will probably be the last fan game for a while. Again, since in about 8 to 9 months, I'll be away, right? Like, for work. So I won't be able to record for a substantial period of time, so I don't plan on doing another fan game for that. Granted, again, there's other recordings I want to do. So, like, Yukri playthrough is one. And then another is, funny enough, I did get the new laptop, right? I will say I did get the new laptop, so I'll play a Civ game on that, right? With, like, actually decent settings, and hopefully, like, the game actually, like, runs well. So, just throwing that out there. Again, but along with that, right, so there's that, with kind of the other thing and stuff on top of that being that it's like, also there's the DLC mods, right, there's shows that I'm watching. I'm doing the whole Komi Can't Communicate manga thing, which I just started. So again, right, what it comes down to is, like, this will probably be the last fan game for a while, but I mean, it's something to where I very much enjoyed it. Spoiler, I'll get into that when I do my black screen video with overall thoughts of the game once I'm actually done recording it. And then again, along with our fan games such as Uranium, and then especially Insurgents, right? My whole sort of experience with Insurgents as my first, kind of fan game, right? But again, the other thing there being that it's like, yeah, just... But once again, this is all taken care of, said and done, right? Something to where it can move on. And again, I feel like this was a pretty fair, third fan game to play, right? I mean, Insurgents obviously was what got me into it, and I got off Tyranitar Tube, right? And it's kind of a very premier notable one, but one that I'm glad I started off with. Then Uranium, right? Again, which also glad I like made sense as the second one, and this one made sense as the third one. The question now, though, is, all right, again, I still think I backload the Reborn line, but what it comes down to is, again, basically just fan games won't be as frequent as, well, I guess they haven't been frequent, but again, I'll hold off before I do the next one, which will probably be, I think it's Cardinal or Clover. I don't remember. Again, but we'll see, right? We'll see. But again, with that, I don't really have anything else to say. This was a short, sweet one that I'll get up, and again, then I'll just continue on with recording and uploading Infinite Fusion. But again, with that, I don't really have much else to say for this one. So, yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.